I was supposed to be the groom, until I walked into the wedding and saw her kissing the man she ghosted me for. You know those moments where the ground doesn't just shake beneath you, it disappears? Where every breath tastes like betrayal. That's how I felt when I walked into that wedding. Not mine. Hers. And saw the woman I was supposed to marry. Kissing the man she once begged me to never worry about. Let me take you back to where it all began. Nicole and I had been together 6 years. Laughed through our 20s, built a home, survived layoffs and illness, celebrated promotions and new jobs. She was my person. Or so I thought. We weren't flashy. We were stable. Quiet love. The kind you trust without question. Until 2 weeks before our wedding, I woke up to an empty bed. No note. No text. No call. Just her absence echoing through our apartment like a scream no one could hear. At first, I figured she'd gone for a jog. Nicole liked to clear her head with early runs. But by 10 a.m., the panic set in. Her toothbrush was still dry. Her suitcase, gone. And her phone? Straight to voicemail. I called her mom. No answer. Her sister. Nothing. Her best friend finally picked up, but her voice was tight. Nervous. She's traveling, she said. Traveling? Where? Later that night, I found out. Instagram. A group shot of her college friends. In Barcelona. And there she was, Nicole, laughing in the center like she didn't just vanish from our lives. But it wasn't just the location. It was who was standing next to her. Jason. Her ex. The guy she swore was ancient history. They were arm in arm. He was holding a sangria. She was wearing my engagement ring. When she finally called me the next night, I picked up with shaking hands. Hey babe, she said casually. What's up? What's up? I repeated. You disappeared. You ghosted me before our wedding and now you're in Spain with your ex? She sighed. You're overreacting, she said. There it was. Overreacting. The word women use when they want to gaslight you out of your own reality. She explained that her college friends had planned the trip and surprised her with tickets. That she didn't want to go. That they insisted. And Jason? I asked. Did he surprise you too? Silence. Then. It's not like that. We're just friends. He needed a break too. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just said, if you're not back by tomorrow, there's no wedding to come back to. Her response? I told you, I'm staying. You can either deal with it. Or don't. She hung up. I didn't sleep that night. My brain kept playing this silent slideshow. Our first date, our engagement, the way she used to hold my hand at night like she'd never let go. I checked my phone every hour. Nothing. I watched her stories. She was at the beach, drink in hand, dancing with Jason. The comments read like a love song to nostalgia. College vibes again. So cute seeing you two together. Reunion goals. I felt sick. I wanted to throw my phone against the wall. Instead, I threw the wedding away. I canceled the venue first. The woman on the phone asked if everything was okay. Not really, I said. The bride ran off to Europe with her ex. There was a long pause. Then, I'm so sorry. I heard genuine pain in her voice. Next, I called the florist. The caterer. The DJ. Some were kind. Some charged cancellation fees. Didn't matter. I would have paid 10 times that to buy my dignity back. Finally, I drafted a message to our 180 guests. Hey everyone. I'm deeply sorry to say the wedding is cancelled. Thank you for respecting my privacy. Please don't reach out. I need space. That was it. No drama. No explanations. Just truth wrapped in dignity. Her parents called within an hour. They had no idea. A storm was brewing long before the silence settled. 3 days after the wedding was officially cancelled, the calls from Nicole's parents went from worried to furious. Her mother had been pleading with me in voicemails. Please just talk to her, just once. She knows she messed up. She's a wreck. But it was her father who truly snapped. He showed up at my apartment. Unannounced. I opened the door and saw a man who looked like he hadn't slept in days. Disheveled, eyes bloodshot. The tension crackled between us like static. I need to talk to you, he said through clenched teeth. I stepped aside. He didn't wait for an invitation. What the hell happened? He demanded. You cancel the wedding, and now my daughter's in pieces. Her mother hasn't stopped crying for 2 days. I didn't want to be cruel, but I was done sugarcoating. She ghosted me. Then I saw her kissing her ex, your old favorite Jason, at your niece's wedding. He stared at me. Confused. Disbelieving. Then I showed him the picture. The color drained from his face. This can't be real. He sat down like his knees gave out. She told us it was just a misunderstanding. That you got cold feet. That's when I snapped. She lied. She flew to Spain with him without telling me. She ignored every call and text. And when I showed up to the wedding, she was wrapped around him like we never existed. He was silent for a long time. Then, out of nowhere, he exploded. He threw his car keys across the room and stood up, shaking with fury. I raised her better than this. You think I gave her away to you just so she could crawl back to the guy who cheated on her in college? That snake? He paced the room, muttering curses under his breath. I told her he was no good. I told her if she ever went back to him, it would be the biggest mistake of her life. Then he turned to me. I'm sorry. God, I am so sorry. You didn't deserve this, and I'll tell you one thing, she's going to hear it from me. Nicole's dad was old school. He believed in loyalty, respect, commitment. That night, he left angrier at his daughter than I'd ever seen him. I later heard from her cousin that the confrontation between them was explosive. He didn't speak to Nicole for weeks. Told her not to come home. Said she had thrown away a future for a fling with a ghost from the past. That was the moment I realized this betrayal didn't just fracture our relationship, it fractured everything around it. The blast radius of that kiss at the wedding hit everyone. And the fallout was only just beginning. Her mom was crying. Her dad was silent. I don't know who she's become, her mother whispered. Neither did I that weekend. I went to the gym. Twice a day. Not to win the breakup. Not to flex on social media. Just to survive. I needed structure. Sweat. Something to feel besides heartbreak. But then, something unexpected happened. I got a text from Nicole's cousin. Hey. I'm really sorry to do this, but you should know she's bringing Jason to my wedding next weekend. I stared at that message for a long time. I wasn't even angry anymore. I was curious. Would she really show up with him? Would she really parade him around while we were still technically engaged? I decided I needed to see it with my own eyes. So I RSVP'd yes. The night of the wedding, I wore a navy suit she once said made me look like a movie star. I walked into the reception, past the lights and laughter, my heart pounding in my throat. And there she was. Nicole. Glowing. In a green silk dress. Dancing with Jason. Their arms were wrapped around each other like no one else existed. Then, right in the middle of the dance floor, she kissed him. Not a peck. A slow, sensual kiss. And that's when I knew. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a mistake. This was her choice. I stepped outside and pulled out my phone. Zoomed in. Took a picture. Then I sent her a message. Hope you enjoyed the dance. I was there. I saw it all. Wedding's off. Don't come back. I got in my car. Drove straight home. She texted me 2 hours later. Please just talk to me. I can explain. No, you can't. There's no explanation that turns betrayal into misunderstanding. A few days later, she came back to pick up her things. She knocked on the door, sobbing. I didn't answer. She slid a note under the door. I never slept with him. It was a mistake. I panicked. I miss you. I didn't read past that line. Mistake? You don't accidentally fly across the world, ghost your fiancé, and kiss your ex at a wedding you invited him to. That's not a mistake. That's a series of decisions. If you've made it this far. Wow. Thanks for sticking with me. If you think more people need to hear stories like this, subscribe. Like. Share it with someone who's been burned. You might just save them a year of heartbreak. It's been 2 years now. And here's where life plays its little trick. Because that same cousin whose wedding Nicole turned into her personal soap opera? She introduced me to someone. Her best friend, Claire. No drama. No games. Just a woman who shows up. Every single day. Claire and I just got engaged. She's my peace in a world that used to feel like war. And Nicole? She reached out once, 6 months after our breakup. Hope you're doing well. I miss you sometimes. I didn't reply. She chose her path. And I chose mine. Sometimes the worst thing someone can do to you is the best thing that ever happened. Because when Nicole walked out, Claire walked in. This is the story of how my fiancée ghosted me for her ex. How I caught her kissing him at a wedding. And how walking away wasn't the end of my life. It was the beginning of something better. If this story hit home, don't forget to like and subscribe. Every week, we bring you new betrayals, unexpected endings, and the strength it takes to walk away from fake love. See you in the next story.